We could get it poppin'. I don't know. Okay, wish me luck. Hi. So it's Saturday night right now. It's not actually, it's like Saturday at 6, but it's winter, so it's like dark out. I just came back from a whole day of running around shopping. YouTubers would call it a haul. Because I just really wanted to redo my bedroom space. The bedroom is the one place that just no matter what I do, I never really feel like it's me. Bedroom furniture can be kind of expensive too, so I tend to just carry my same IKEA furniture from place to place. It's like the place that I've invested in the least in my home. I spend the least amount of time there too. Like, I'm not a lay in bed all day person. I'm not a hang out in bed, hang out in the bedroom. Like, I go in there to sleep and then I leave. So it's not really like a place where I've invested a ton of money or energy. But it bothers me. Like, I really want my bedroom to be great. What was supposed to be a quick trip today to West Elm to get this one nightstand that I wanted turned into I'm painting my room, I'm putting up a picture rail. I got 2 nightstands from Home Goods, throw pillows, bedding. So I guess it's a whole thing now. So here's the bedroom currently. It's fine. It's got good bones. There's things here and there that I like about it. I did not have a headboard for pretty much the entire time I lived here. My posters keep falling down. It's really rude. I do tend to like this garment rack situation. This has been an end table since my last place, and I don't like it as an end table. I don't like that you can see all of the stuff in there. It looks super junky. I kind of don't like that there's only one. I don't like that it's got so much silver hardware, so it's just kind of not what I want. Ouch. The plants are fine. The plant vibe is cool. The curtains are cool. I do love like the steampunk update to the dresser and the new mirror, or like some of the things that I really love about this space. There's a video about how I upcycled this dresser from a Mr. Kate tutorial. But yeah, I just generally like, it's close, it's getting there. I think once I redo the things that I'm going to redo in this space, it'll pop and it'll be better. Ugh, I had to turn on that atrocious overhead boob light. Probably too late to start painting now, right? I don't know. It's 7:15. Either way, I'm just gonna start prepping everything and I'll just see how far I get. All I'm doing here is clearing off the space over by where I'm gonna paint the wall, taking down the posters, taking away the nightstand, and just making about a 2-foot space back there for me to work on. The best way I could think of to bring the tape across the wall was to make little 5-foot marks indicating the height from left to right moving across the room. And then when I got the tape, I would just touch it down or like push it against the wall at the points where I saw the 5-point mark, just to make sure it was level and the same height all the way across the room. This may come as no surprise to you, but I am kind of anxious to paint. I think I am gonna try to do a coat of paint tonight. I don't think I am gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I need to cover the floor though, because I have hardwood floors. And I got some like butcher paper to just put down there. So I'm gonna do that. So let me do a few more things. Your girl is not a painter. This is the first time I've ever painted a wall. I'm so embarrassed. So I'm sure, please don't come for me in the comments. I'm sure I'm not really doing it right. There's probably way more of a method to this. I'm not a tradesman, but I tried. Good morning. It's the next day. I would say you're getting a sneak peek of the wall, but you can like just straight see it. This is what it looks like. I got one coat on yesterday and I finished around like 8:30, but it said to wait 2 hours between coats and I wasn't gonna start painting again at 11:30, so I thought I'd wait to see what it looked like in natural light so I could see what spots needed to be touched up. It is extremely patchy. I was so careful and it's still super patchy. So I'm gonna do a second coat today. Let me turn around and show you what the wall's looking like. So this is the wall in daylight. Like a lot of the patchiness starts here. I don't know what the heck happened here. Oh, sneak peek of the end table. Like around the bar, obviously I need to touch up, but like around here, looks like watercolor. So that's what the wall is looking like. I love it. I had a bunch of paint samples in my hand at Home Depot and I just like threw my hands up and just picked one because I was like, it's gonna look different depending on the time of day, depending on the season and the warmth of the sun. It's always gonna look different, so don't get too obsessed with some particular undertone or shade so long as it's not lime. I did not want it to read lime anywhere or anyway, so I kept it a pretty dusty sage and I think it's lovely. I think it's like in the gray green family. It's so calming. Like I love it so much. Okay, I'm in the McDonald's parking lot curbside. I decided like on a whim at like 10:20 that I want a McDonald's breakfast. So I'm just gonna go to the hardware store and get some stain and rags to pull together the picture rail. And hopefully this is a no judgment zone because sometimes I want avocado toast, sometimes I want a McDonald's steak bagel. Life is all about balance. Okay, I'm back with the goods. The wood stain I got is Early American, probably because I watched too much Exo McKenna, but also because the end tables that I don't want you to see yet are very much giving Early American vibes. So thought I'd tie it all together. Girl, why do they do this with these labels? I'm about to lose my mind. But I just found a way that works using Pledge. So I'm at least hoping that like the soaking Pledge areas don't impact the stain because it was the only way that I could get these stickers off. Girl, running around chasing McDonald's breakfast. I ran out of here. I left the lid off the paint. The brush is out. They all stiff. Goodness, get it together. So this is the wood I have for the like picture rail. It's not meant to be a full load-bearing shelf. It is distracting that the mirror is back there now. It's only maybe 2.5 inches wide. I took all the labels off. So this wall is 15 feet long. So I have two 7.5 foot long planks. I wasn't gonna be able to carry a 15-foot plank through the store, nor get in the car, nor get it into my apartment. So I had them cut it down into 2 7.5 planks, and that's what I'll be working with. I'm gonna stain it down here on the floor because I still have this like butcher paper along the entirety of the wall. So it's long enough for me to just lay these down and stain them. And then I'm gonna try to put them up. Okay, so it's about an hour later and I came to check on the wood. I can see again that it is not reading the same on camera that it is here. It's a much darker, warmer tone here, and I don't want it any darker than this, so I am not going to stain a second coat. I was just wiping off excess with this towel. There isn't very much excess, but I am getting a little bit. Like, it's just only giving like a very little bit off. But I am getting some, so I'm gonna move on to installing the L brackets next. Okay, so here I'm drilling pilot holes where I want the screw to mount the bracket to the lumber. And that is where I discovered my first snafu. We'll call this one the first one. Okay, so the screws that, why is this? The screws that came with the L brackets are too long, which I knew. I could see that they were like longer than the lumber and the width of the bracket, but I didn't think they were like twice the length. So there's just like too much screw sticking out of the top, and we're not gonna do that. So I need to go back to Ace and get some screws, hopefully this exact size, but half the length. Do they even make screws that short? I guess I'll figure it out. Okay, I'm back. Thank goodness it only took like 15 minutes. And I hope I do not have to go out again because my hands are like getting so chapped. It's already like 29 degrees out today. And then all the hand sanitizer and hand washing. This is the screw that came with the corner bracket. This is the screw I just got. I needed it way shorter than it was. Like, they barely need to be put together. The piece of wood is so thin. And they even had it in gold. I can still use these ones to secure the ledge to the wall. This will be perfect length for that, but it was too long for the part that needed to secure the L bracket to the wood. So let's try this again. Okay, so the thinking is that these will be attached like this along the wall. Wood is bowing, so once I get that first one in, I think I'll be able to like correct. We gonna see. Far from perfect, but it's decent. And now I just really need to figure out how I'm going to get this shelf up here. Okay, so my second little stumbling block was trying to figure out how to get some pilot holes in the wall for the screw. I didn't have a masonry drill bit that was small enough, so I tried to use a hammer and nails. That did not work. Okay, so I went searching and found a different size masonry drill bit that I thought might do the trick. Girl, look at this struggle. But with me throwing all of my existence behind this, it did eventually give me a little bit of a hole. Installing the screws for this part was really hard because the bit didn't really go far enough into the wall. It was actually too small and a little too flimsy for this really strong cinder block. So I ended up breaking this bit, the one that I used for the left half of the picture rail. So I used a slightly larger bit for the right half of the picture rail, and it was the perfect size. I wish I'd done it all along. I cut out so much footage of me struggling. Yeah, I didn't want y'all to see me like this. It's part of the story, so I left in a little, but there was so much more. This was hours. But once I had the right bit for the right side, it was like a matter of minutes. The sun isn't really out today, so it's gray and I've got that boob light on. But I'm done. I'm done with the wall that I wanted to do. So I'm going to clear all this mess out, start putting everything back together, and see what we're working with. In case you forgot, this is the before. And here's our after. I moved my snake plant over to this side of the room so it could help occupy a little bit of that space. I'm gonna watch it and see if it's getting enough light. I'm not sure, but I really like the way it looks here. I created a couple small moments on the picture rail. I didn't want to just clutter it up and completely fill up the whole thing, but I tried to pull some like apothecary moments, a little bit of art, just tried to keep it simple. I am ashamed to say there was a moment when I was in Home Depot and I was like, oh, I need to buy a plant to put on the picture rail. Girl, you got plants at home. So there are lots of little plant moments along this rail. Why wouldn't there be? These are all plants I already had. They seem to be doing okay up there. I was so excited to install this light over my bed. As you can see, I'm excited about this. And overall, I'm loving it. I think it is giving absolute retreat vibes. I feel so happy and calm every time I'm in there. I feel so happy and proud every time I walk past the room. There are just so many moments I'll just stand in the doorway and just stare in there because it's just a total vibe. I'm super happy that I finally have a bedroom I love. There really isn't anything in there I don't like. And just yay! Let me know what you guys think below. As always, thanks for spending part of your day with me. Thanks for watching. Until next time, bye.